boy, here we go. The Chris Chan stuff. I'm gonna tell you right off the gate, Chris, you are one sick cookie. Why does the internet have to be all Chris Chan? You know, what happened to the good days of the internet? I missed out on those so much. I just remember like being 6 and I was on the internet. I took it for granted, but you know, back then, YouTube was an independent company. Google didn't even own it. What happened to those days, huh? Why is it just all Chris Chan nowadays? It's boring. You're boring, Chris. You're a boring person. You haven't done anything notable or worthwhile since, 2009? When Sonichu 1 came out, it was a funny novelty. Now it's just sad. The first time I heard about Chris Chan, I was like, why is everyone comparing me to Chris Chan? He's insane. Am I insane? I don't think so. I think the frickin' my characters are real? No. Because it's a fucking crazy thing to think, alright? Chris Chan is just so overplayed at this point. Are you still talking about him in 2021? You freaking Christorians, get a life. Talk about something else. What is so appealing about this insane guy? I don't get it. What's the point in talking about it? This is the only video I'm ever going to make about Chris Chan, because he's just not that interesting. Now that he's not going to be making Sonichu anymore, and he's going to be spending the rest of his life in the loony bin where he belongs, and where he should have been the past decade, because this guy is flipping nuts. I'm gonna just come right out and say it. You should buy Nicholas Comics instead of Sonichu. Sonichu is shit, alright? I'm gonna tell you right now, any comic that doesn't have original characters like flippin' Sonichu or Tails Gets Trolled, stop buying these. Why buy a comic just of 2 video game characters mashed together, like from the 90s? You just take Pikachu and you just take Sonic. That's a shitty comic, okay? And you can say College Buddies is a shitty comic if you want, that's fine. You can not like the art or whatever, but the College Buddies aren't just 2 video game characters that I just plagiarized. They're original characters that I made up on my own, because that's the point of art, to create things that aren't just rehashes of other things. Why? Yeah, it's one of these things that you're just like, why do people just do all this? And why do people think that by buying Nicholas Comics they'll be feeding my delusions the way Chris Chan has delusions? I have news for you. I'm not delusional. To not be able to see the difference between me and freaking Chris Chan on a surface glance, you'd have to be extremely unperceptive to not notice the difference in the way we talk, the way we address the audience, the way I, generally think. Chris Chan is freaking loco in the noodle. Alright, he's flipping insane in the membrane. And how to get to this? How people buy all the Sonichu, but no College Buddies? You could have been buying College Buddies. Congratulations, you flipping Christorians. You wasted so much of your money on this crap that you don't even really enjoy. What a waste overall, And, to Chris, bye-bye, you flippin' nut hatch. I'm looking forward to not being compared to you every 5 seconds, because you're in the loony bin now. The men with the clean white coats have come to take you away, ha. And there isn't gonna be any more comparisons to Chris Chan, your biggest inspiration is Chris Chan, or oh, you're Chris Chan 2.0. Or, what's the other one? Yeah, this guy reminds me of an even gayer Chris Chan. I'm not gay, I'm asexual, so, you know, there's that, but, yeah, I've just had some really shitty, like, comparisons made between me and Chris Chan over the years, and, every time it's just, like, the least original comparison or insult or whatever. Like, at least now they're starting to compare me to Rocky Dennis instead. That's kind of new, I guess. But, you know, still not a very good comparison, because I don't have a facial disorder. I just have kind of a big forehead. That's just a genetic thing. Most of my relatives have big foreheads. That's not like a bone thing or anything. So yeah, Chris Chan, enjoy your stay in the nut house where you belong, where you should have been since, like, what, 2013 at this point. You've been displaying erratic behavior for so long. I can say with, like, 98% certainty that you don't just have autism, you have some deep-seated issues, and you need to keep it in, you know, you need to stop being so horny and focusing on sex. There's more to life than making out, believe it or not, Chris. You know, just spend your time in your straitjacket in your little padded room thinking about, you know, how you've poisoned the internet, really, and turned it from a bastion of communication, one of the greatest innovations in the history of humankind, just into a total cesspool, a total shit show, where a bunch of morons just line up and point at you and laugh at you. Isn't that a pathetic legacy to leave behind? Dear God, and to think that every autistic cartoonist probably has to deal with this at some point. I mean, I'm sure there are other autistic cartoonists out there, you know, fall somewhere on the spectrum, so if you get compared to Chris Chan, seriously, my heart goes out to you. What you have to deal with being compared to this flippin' insane whack-a-mole, alright? So, I mean, yeah, that's just really sad. So I guess that's all I have to say about this whole Chris Chan debacle. And it's great that he won't be able to swindle any more gullible idiots out of their money. Like, even if you buy Sonichu as a joke, quit buying Sonichu as a joke, okay? Start buying Nicholas comics, you know, not as a joke. I was gonna buy Sonichu as a joke a couple months ago. I was considering that if I sold enough comics, I would have sent in for a copy of Sonichu. I'm glad I didn't, because Chris Chan doesn't deserve my money. I have better shit to spend my money on. But I mean, yeah, Chris Chan, he sucks. And all you who, you know, call yourselves Christorians or whatever, just stop. It's not worth studying. It's just some crazy guy whose content is shit. That's not me, though. I'm just semi-crazy, and my content is mediocre. So yeah, until next time. You know, I mean, whatever, until next time. I don't even know what to say at this point. Chris Chan has hit a new level of depravity. You know, I missed the internet in, like, 2005. I was only 3, but, man, before Chris Chan came onto the scene, I mean, yeah, he just ruins the internet. He just flipping toasts it. Also, yeah, buy Nicholas comics, because they're actually worth buying, unlike flipping Sonichu. What a mess. Alright, that's gonna be it for now. I'm having a hard time thinking about what I want to say about this whole thing, but if you compare me to Chris Chan in the comments below, get ready for something Chris Chan would never provide. Justification, reason, and, you know, a logical thought process. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. I'm tired. I'm probably gonna go to sleep at like 8 p.m. because this news just wore me out. What an absolute dumpster fire of a man. What an absolute trash heap of a saga. What a mess. flipping mess. Bye, Chris. Guess it's done. Great. Now Nicholas Comics can start taking over the throne. Finally.